DarkWatch, a game about playing as a cowboy outlaw who becomes a vampire while blowing away the undead with some serious gothic firepower. DarkWatch was a game not a lot of people knew about. I learned about it in the official PlayStation 2 magazine, and there I saw everything I needed to know. You see, when I was much younger, the only games I really played was first-person shooters and horror games. Occasionally, I would play a platformer, but mostly if there was a new first-person shooter coming out, I was all over that shit. The front cover is also really badass. I mean, look at this. Definitely stands out. These are my favorite type of covers. Seeing the main character in a badass pose was always what catches my eyes while looking for a new game in the game store. First thing you see is the front cover. Normally, the next thing you do is look at the back to see what the game's about. The back of the box normally tells you everything you need to know about a game, which the case for DarkWatch does just that. I'm always looking for a screenshot showing how the game plays, and if it shows this, then I'm instantly interested. So with all that said, what's the game like? DarkWatch plays like any other first-person shooter, but instead of shooting soldiers, you're literally fighting the undead and occasionally a vampire or some phantom type creature, so there's plenty to shoot. The one thing that really stood out was the design and style of the guns, especially the shotgun and the carbine. The guns felt powerful and really fun to use, but the design was badass. My personal favorite is the shotgun. I mean, look at this thing. It's also really cool how most weapons have a blade on the handle, so it's not just a firearm, it's also a close quarters paper shredder. And the melee in this game is super fun, especially since this game has early ragdoll physics, not seen in much games. With a swift strike, you can literally home run an enemy like a freaking baseball. Sending an enemy flying was always entertaining, especially when they starfish into a wall and end up getting stuck. My younger self was incredibly easily humored, so this made my day every time it happened. To make matters worse, there is literally an enemy that throws itself at you. Introducing the Kegger. These guys hold a barrel with TNT on their shoulders. At a range, they move rather slow, but once they smell you, they turn from old man mode to ridiculous super mega fast old man mode. They begin supercharging their legs and close that gap extremely fast, and once within range, they dive at you like Superman dive. They also blow up on impact, so it's possible to dodge the attack, which in most cases causes them to pile drive into a freaking wall at supersonic speed, resulting in an explosion followed by their legs sticking out of the wall. Yeah, this shit would have had me rolling on the floor. But if you aren't careful, they can kill you in 1 or 2 hits. Plus, once they're off screen, it's bye-bye, because they do insane damage. What other enemies are there? Well, we have the Banshee. These things are freaking weird. They may look hot, but looks can kill. And in this case, they shoot bad lyrics at you, which are so bad, they cause physical pain. And when they get close, they bitch slap you. Next, we have the Gunslingers. These guys are your standard shoot back enemies. They also hate it when you shoot off a hat. My favorite enemies to fight are these guys, the Reapers. They mostly just bum rush you with various cooking utensils and give you a good smack. They are also in pretty much every level. Now we have the snipers, the riflemen. You'll mostly find them on something high and out of reach, and are extremely accurate, and can kill you really fast, which is annoying. We have the large hungry man thing that appears to have misplaced his eyes. He's called an oozer. He may be slow, but hits hard, and even has a ranged spit attack, which is gross. God knows what he's been eating to spit that. And finally, we have the Vipers, who have clearly been hitting the gym. These beefcakes can not only falcon punch you, but they can also teleport, which is fun. They are also ridiculously tall and can hide on ceilings, waiting to be asked for directions. So that's the base enemies. Next is the guy who pretty much causes the game to exist. This is Lazarus. Kind of a dick. Lazarus is the main reason for your torment, and basically screwing the world by releasing a shockwave that wakes the Bobs from their eternal nap, which I'm guessing makes them very angry. I mean, look at that face. The anger. He also shit talks you throughout the game, depending on the choices you make. Yeah, you have choices in the game that not only affects gameplay, but the ending you can get, which is cool, and it has replayability. In certain parts throughout the game, Jericho will come across various people or tainted victims, and the choice is yours to either be a good vampire or evil vampire, both involving unlocking different powers. Some powers are really fun to use, like the fear power, which can send enemies running away screaming, while others just take that as an insult. Another power is called Silver Bullet. This makes you an unstoppable killing machine by giving you unlimited ammo, so you can keep shooting with no reloading needed. And using this power with the crossbow is devastating, but be careful because you can blow yourself up. So that's the enemies, the boss, and the powers. So what's next? Well, next is the weapons that you use to send Bob back to hell. First, we have the revolver. Sadly, it's only in the first level. Next, the Redeemer. Shoots fast and does decent damage. After that is the dual revolvers, which pack a punch. And, come on, dual wielding has never not been badass. Next, we have the Carbine and Sniper. The Carbine looks freaking cool, with a cross being the hammer of the weapon, and can blow off any mug of the various undead with a single shot. The Sniper has less shots than the Carbine, but once again, looks metal as fuck. Zoom in and hand out some open head brain surgery on unexpected customers. Now, it's time for a beast of a gun, the freaking shotgun. This thing not only blows away anything within range, but looks freaking badass, especially the reload animation. Here we have the crossbow, but it's not your standard bolt launcher. This one fires exploding bolts, which absolutely annihilates everything. It's especially fun to stick a Bob and watch him scream and then explode. It also looks cool. Moving on. The rail rocket is a way to completely remove and spread the seed of anything you aim it at into the world. It also looks cool. Enough said. You can also throw dynamite, which completely clears rooms, but don't use it indoors, otherwise you'll also be cleared from existence. The game also includes a variety of locations ranging from a graveyard, to a mine, to a ghost town. Not only do you run around blasting bobs, but you also have a trusty vampire steed called... Greg. Yeah, Greg, the vampire horse. So that's DarkWatch, a pretty fun game with a cool as hell art style. I've always loved the gothic aesthetic, since Victorian London is one of my favourite time periods. DarkWatch will always be that weird vampire cowboy game that not everyone knew existed, which is a shame, because it's a damn good time. I hope you enjoyed this video of DarkWatch, a game I played a dozen times and always had fun doing so. Take care everyone, and I hope you all have an awesome possum day.